Hey, what's going on? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. Today we're going to be doing a video on DC. Yes, a DC video. There has been some talk about the DCU as of lately, and it is to do with a veteran James Gunn actor addresses their chances of joining the DC universe. Fula Borg hopes to work with James Gunn again in the DC universe, describing his experience with the director as wonderful. So, DC actor addressed the possibilities of working with James Gunn again in the DCU. James Gunn joined the DCEU towards the end of the now defunct franchise with The Suicide Squad, which led to its streaming spin-off Peacemaker. Just a couple of years later, Gunn became the CEO of DC Studios and will oversee the entirety of the new DC universe, which encompasses movies, television, and video games. So they are doing video games, which is interesting, which means I'm going to either have to talk about video games when DCU starts, I don't know, or just start a gaming channel, who knows. But I'm kidding. Speaking to Screen Rant, Fula Borg, who played anti-hero Javelin in James Gunn's The Suicide Squad, reveals whether it's possible for him to work with James Gunn on a DC project again. The actor neither confirms nor denies a specific project, but explains the idea of joining Gunn-made project is enticing. Read Borg's comments below. To speak of chances, I love mathematics, so I'm just going to say the chances I hope are greater than zero, because working with James Gunn was a very wonderful experience. He's the dopest and wonderful world to play in. Is the mind of James Gunn. In the real dimension, James Gunn's brain is where you want to be. He played Javelin in Suicide Squad. In the Suicide Squad. So let me just search up Javelin, the Suicide Squad. I don't know which one. Ah, him, right, okay. So, could he return? Could he return? Let me think about this. I don't think he'll return as Javelin. I think he will, if he comes back, he'll be like Nathan Fillion, where he comes back as a different character. And the reason why I say he's not going to return to that character is because he did one film, and the performance, although great, not a rememberable character. Nathan Fillion, who was in the Suicide Squad as well, he's joined the DCEU. No, the DCU even, not DCEU. The DCU, and he is actually doing a fantastic job, and he's going to be playing Hal Jordan. No, not Hal Jordan, Guy Gardner. Even Hal Jordan. No, Guy Gardner, the Green Lantern, and they're going to do the Lantern Corps show, which he's going to be a part of. He's a part of Superman Legacy. Now the title's changed for that, apparently, but I'll discuss that later on if I can find a solid source on it. But could he return as Javelin? No, I think if he returns, they're just going to go ahead and they're going to be like, look, you'll return, you'll be playing a new character. Do you know who I could see him actually being? I'm just going to put the image back on screen at the moment. Like, let's get a full image of that quickly. Let me just try and open up an image of this. There you go. So, this is from an old article. Ignore the article. We're not covering that. We're just going to be covering the image. Right? Could he play Nightwing if he dyed his hair black? He has the look, he has the physique of Nightwing. But could he play Nightwing? Like, I mean, look at him. It's a very enticing opportunity there. Because he suits that sort of Nightwing's costume, the mask. I mean, the costume is straight up Nightwing's from the current run. Just dye his hair black. Keep it long, cut it short. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. But that's an interesting idea. And I mean, I'd be happy for him to play Nightwing. Of course, him being cast as Nightwing will be dependent on what James Gunn wants to do when it comes to Brave and the Bold, when they start filming that in 2026. Yep, it's now releasing in 2027 because of the Batman Part 2, which I'm I don't really mind because we're getting a Batman Part 2, but it does seem weird that the Gunn project is taking the back seat to the Batman when you think, well, Gunn's universe should really be releasing first. Because, and this is the reason why I say this, because that story needs to happen for the rest of things to fall into place and move on. Just saying. Um, it's interesting to see that he would pull off a great Nightwing, wouldn't he? I think. I can't remember his accent well. Um, but whether he was American or not, I don't know what the accent was. Flula if he can do, he could probably do a great Nightwing. He probably could, and I'd love to see him in that role as. The thing is, if you put him as Javelin, right? If you bring him back as Javelin, like the article here, and I'm actually going to show the article quickly. It's who is Javelin, right? And the character was explained before the movie released, or when the movie released, even. So to me, that would indicate that people don't know who he is, who Javelin the character is, right? So would Gunn risk putting Javelin in the franchise yet? No. But if he wants to come in sooner, you can take on the Nightwing role and we'll recast. I think there's going to be a couple more actors and actors coming over from the DCEU, such as Margot Robbie. She's definitely coming over. She's currently at the moment helmed. She's WB's biggest asset, I'd say, at this point. After Barbie, and her performance as Harley Quinn was so well done. People loved it. Even Birds of Prey that she was in, that not many people, it was okay. Wasn't the best film they produced. I mean, not really much was. But, she was definitely a big point of a big factor why people loved that film, was because she was in it. And yeah, I just think having, the old cast returning is great, but I think they should do a Nathan Fillion here, and they should recast him. They should put him in the movie, but recast the character that he's in. And I think that'd be great. I'm excited for James Gunn's DCU to see what it's about. I'm a Snyder fan, but I'm also I'm not. I'm a DC comic book movie fan, Marvel movie fan, and I just want to see DC done right. We've got a great trilogy of Batman movies that were done. We now need an interconnected universe. We had some great Superman films that were done. Now we need an interconnected universe. Because besides from Batman and Superman, what other movies have there been that haven't been connected? So, yeah, I mean, I'd love to see Borg come back in Nightwing as Nightwing, or Red Robin, or just the character within the Bat family, because I think he could pull it off because of the kind of costume he's wearing. Not as Batman though. Don't want him as Batman. Just because I don't know. I think he just suits a Nightwing or a Tim Drake role better. Don't know what it is, but that's my gut feeling. So, would he come back? He wants to come back. Will James Gunn bring him back? Gunn's already expressed that he wants to bring people he's worked with previously, which is why I think Chris Pratt's got Batman. I honestly think Chris Pratt has the Batman role. And if not Chris, probably I could see Alan Richardson getting him. I could see Alan Richardson getting that role. Of course, Dave Bautista, let's be honest, he's going to join the DCU, and if he doesn't join it as Bane, then I'm not interested. So I think James Gunn likes to keep people. He likes to work with people he knows and respects, and he knows Borg, and he would love to probably work with him again. This is probably an idea that's been floating about floating about within that perimeter for James Gunn, and I think that's why this article's come out. It's like, I'll make a statement going, I'd love to do it. I haven't been asked, but there's a lot more behind the scenes going on, I think, here than really meets the eye. Nathan Fillion, of course, played TDK in the Suicide Squad, and now Guy Gardner in Superman and Beyond. That movie. I want to hear your thoughts. Like, would you like to see Borg return to the James Gunn fold? Would you like to see him return as Javelin, or would you like to see him return in a different role, like I've expressed here? And if it's not Nightwing, what would you want him to play if he returns at all? Let me know in the comment section down below. Smash a like on this video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and as always, stay cinematic. See you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.